Hey, I'm Lauren, I'm Friday, and I'm here to talk to you about Book to Movie.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Today I wanted to chat about book to movie adaptations. There are obviously a lot of book to movie adaptations going around. The reason I brought it up today particularly is because Catching Fire just came out in Australia, and I saw it today. And I thought it was really good. I think they've kept really close to the books as far as story is concerned. I think the casting is awesome, and I didn't reread the book before I went into the movie, but having not done that, because I read them a little over a year or so ago, it all felt really fresh to me, and I thought that's one good thing about movies when they do the book to movie adaptation, that you can really get the chance to get into it again. Another book to movie that's coming out later this year is the second half of The Hobbit, which I will not be seeing. I saw the first half and I did quite like it, and I did think it kept, really true to the book and all the rest of it, and I loved The Lord of the Rings when Peter Jackson did that. I thought that was epic, but for some reason The Hobbit for me just didn't really do it the first time around. I felt like they almost went too deep. I felt like there was too much detail, there wasn't enough climax, and I feel like it could have really been one movie. But that is just my opinion, and it's certainly not the right one. And anyone who likes The Hobbit, I can still see the artistic merit. It's still a good movie. Another book to movie adaptation that I saw recently, which isn't YA, but I recently saw The Help for the first time. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a really, really good book to movie adaptation, and the tears killed me. But it made me think, all this book to movie stuff, what makes good book to movie? I think important things that you have to keep in mind include keeping fairly true to the book. I think that's obviously number one. I think the amount of disgruntled fans that people get when the screenwriter doesn't take all the major plot lines into account, or some character nuances. I think that's really important, keeping true to the book. Another important element is the casting. Of course, that makes sense. You don't want some non-acting idiot playing someone that you're so emotionally invested in from the page on the big screen. But I think that some of the casting, sometimes they just get it so right. I couldn't imagine anyone playing Gandalf aside from Ian McKellen, because he just did such a stellar job at it. And Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Harry Potter, I think he is just so perfect in that role that it's really hard to then separate the actor from the character. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people who read the books and picture him doing all those things. The pacing is really important. Obviously, you want to keep to the book as much as you can, but I mean more like the builds to things. So you want the music in the background that swells to an emotional climax when a character confesses their undying love, and you want the big boom, crash. You want to see the massive explosion, and you want it to be bigger than anything you could have imagined when it's, when there's an explosion in the book, of course. Anyway, that's what I think some of the key book to movie sort of things that you must tick off your list are when you're making an adaptation. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What book to movie adaptations have you guys just loved? Obviously there's heaps coming up, and there's been heaps in the past, and with Christmas in the future, I would personally like some inspiration for my what movies should I watch list. So hit me up below and let me know. Thanks guys.